It looks like there's like, look how tall you are.
No,
How tall are you?
6'3".
Welcome back to Issac Chamberlain, a fighter that I've got a lot of time for. We are here, it's press conference, it's goal time. A fight that we saw some ringside fracas for previously. But we're here, it's drawing closer. It's not quite yet,
Yeah.
but it's drawing closer.
Yeah,
I'm not going to ask the stupid dickhead question that everyone asks, how you feeling? But where's your mindset at for this?
My mindset is just win the fight, and look great doing it. That's just my main focus. Of dominating. That's my focus.
Reflection, learning, the past 12 months, what would you say that you've picked up the most? What's the biggest learning thing that you've taken on board to obviously move your career forward?
To always have motion, to take the E out of emotion and be on motion. And that's just the main thing. Always moving, always working, and don't dwell in the past. That's the main thing.
You're a fighter that's experienced. You've been in a lot of fights. We know that you're durable. We know that you're tough. We know that you can get people out there. This fight that you're preparing for now, talk to us a little bit about the preparation for this. And has it been a tougher preparation, or would you say all your camps are more or less on like the same level?
I feel like it's been a tougher preparation. Been working hard in the gym. Just been grafting, really locking down and just lasered in, especially more mentally as well. I feel like mentally sometimes I've kind of had lapses of focus and stuff, but this time I've really lasered in on all of this. So I'm grateful. I'm just living in the moment and taking it day by day.
One thing I will say is that you do come across as more locked in. I know you're someone that's always smiling, you're pleasant, you're a pleasant guy, you're a lovely guy. But I sense a little bit of like, there's like a bit of vim. It's almost like I've got something to prove. You can see that, and I mean it in a good way. There's like an aggression with this, or is that just me just reading too much into like, stuff?
You might be right. You might be right. It's just I'm just at that moment right now.
Yeah.
I'm at that moment, and in 3 weeks.
God, 3 weeks.
3.5 weeks or 3 weeks, something like that. You're gonna see an even different mode of Issac activated.
Reflecting on your last fight, what would you say you took from that you're gonna learn from and bring into this?
No outside noise.
Okay, talk to me about that, Issac, because that's more common than you think in boxing.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
There's obviously a lot of things that's happened in the past. I mean, leading up to that fight, before and after, and all of these things. Obviously, I remember I told you on Instagram, all of these things happened, and it kind of messes with your mind a little bit, especially leading up to a big fight.
Okay.
Do
you lock off your socials then? Are you someone that just locks off your socials, ignore the DMs, and just like laser in?
The other fight, the Crystal Palace fight, was so big. You're thinking about what you're going to do after. You're thinking about
overlooking,
yeah, all of these things. So I've learned from that. And my main focus is February the 1st.
How dangerous is it to do that though? Because it was literally that card there was the South London card. It was. Where it was. We was all happy. There was yourself, there was Dan Aziz, there was Richard Riakporhe, and none of the fights went your way. I was sat at home scratching what's left of my hair, thinking, yo, what's going on?
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But pressure is a privilege.
Pressure is a privilege.
Diamonds, and sometimes it's not going to go your way. But it's about how you bounce back and how resilient you are to keep moving forward no matter what happens. And that's the mentality I'm on right now, and just rectifying all the things that I've done in the past and make sure it don't happen again.
What wins you this fight? And that's the final question from me, because I know there's going to be other people that want to speak to you, but what wins you this fight?
My experience, my pace, my boxing ability, my explosiveness, my speed, the
ability to sit down on the shots with them heavy legs of yours. You got to use them legs.
Yeah.
The power.
All of that, and knowing when to turn it up, when to turn it down.
Okay.
All of these different type of things, and I'm going to show all of that on February the 1st.
Listen, I'm looking forward to this fight. Both of you are lovely guys. It's a fight that, we want to see. We want to see where you're at. We also want to see where Viddal's at. It's entertaining. So thank you to both of you, both of the fighters, for taking the fight and obviously giving us fans, you know, fights that we want to see. And it's onwards and upwards for both of you, whatever the weather, and that's the way you got to see it. Listen, Issac, a pleasure.
Thank you.
I'll see you in, 3.5 weeks?
Yep.
Wembley?
Go on.
We love it.
Thank you.
Take it easy.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.